lots of people travel to the big station at the other end of the line. Engines from the other railways sometimes pull their trains. These engines stay the night and then go back to the mainland the next day. One evening, Gordon was talking to one of these engines.
When I was young and green, I remember going to London. Do you know that place? The station's called King's Cross.
King's Cross? London is Euston. Everyone knows that.
Rubbish. London's Paddington. I know. I used to work there.
They argued till they went to sleep, and they were still arguing when the engine left the next day.
Stupid thing. I've no patience for engines who waste my time.
Stupid yourself. London's Paddington. Paddington, do you hear?
Stop arguing! You're making me tired. You agree about something at least.
What's that?
London's not Euston. Now shut up.
And James puffed away. But Gordon was still grumbling.
I'm sure it's King's Cross. I'll go and prove it.
But that was easier said than done. London lay beyond the big station at the end of the line. Gordon had to stop there, and then another engine would take his train.
If I didn't stop, I could go to London.
One day, he ran right through the station. Another time he tried to start before the fireman could uncouple the coaches. He tried all sorts of tricks, but nothing worked.
Oh dear, I shall never get there.
One day, Gordon pulled the express to the station as usual. His fireman uncoupled the coaches, and he ran onto his siding until it was time to go home. The coaches waited and waited at the platform, but the engine didn't come. Just then the porter came to speak to Gordon's driver. "The inspector's on the platform. He wants to see you." The driver went with the porter. And after a few minutes, he returned looking excited. "Guess what, Gordon? The engine for the express sadly turned over as it was coming out of the yard. Nothing else can come in or out. They want us to take the train to London. I said we would if the Fat Controller agreed. They telephoned, and he said we could do it. How's that?" Gordon was delighted. "We'll show them what the Fat Controller's engines can do."
Come on, let's go!
He rolled quickly over the crossings and back down onto the train. It was only a few minutes before the guard blew his whistle, but Gordon thought it was ages.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on!
We're going to town! We're going to town!
Gordon found that London was a long way away.
Never mind, I like a good long run to stretch my wheels.
But all the same, he was glad when London finally came into sight. The Fat Controller came into his office the next morning. He looked at the letters on his desk. One of them had a London postmark.
I wonder how Gordon's getting on.
Just then the station master came in. "Excuse me, sir, have you seen the news?"
Not yet. Why?
"Well, just look at this, sir." The Fat Controller took the newspaper.
Goodness gracious me. There's Gordon. Headlines too. Famous engine at London station. Police called to control crowds.
The Fat Controller read on absorbed. Gordon returned the next day. The Fat Controller spoke to his driver and fireman.
I see you had a good welcome in London.
"We certainly did, sir. We signed autographs till our arms ached. And Gordon had his photograph taken in so many directions at once that he didn't know where to look."
I expect he enjoyed himself. Didn't you, Gordon?
No, sir, I didn't.
The Fat Controller was surprised.
Why ever not?
London's all wrong. They've changed it. It isn't King's Cross anymore. It's St. Pancras.